Welcome back again, my dear students. Today's lesson is about some tricky words we have in English. Let's see what makes them tricky and learn how to read them correctly. These tricky words are tricky words because they don't follow the rules. Why? Because they have some letters which don't have sounds. These are called tricky letters. Tricky letters. It means that they don't have sounds. We can see them in words, but we cannot read them. So, let's see here when they can be silent letters. What letters we are talking about today? We are talking about silent A, silent B, silent C, silent D, and silent E. All these letters we can read them in many words, but in some cases they will be silent letters. We will see them in words, but we will not read them. Let's see together. And now, my dear students, let's begin our lesson with letter A. Letter A. Letter A can be silent letter. We can read letter A in many words, as in cat, ant, sand, and banana. A. So here cat, ant, sand, and a banana. So here we can read letter A. But letter A can be silent letter when it comes in words ending with LLY. Words ending with LLY. So in this word, I will not read letter A. I will cut it. So I will get rid of it. So I will read it physically. I will not read it physically. No, it's physically. So here letter A is a silent letter. Why? Because it comes at the word ending with LLY. So I will read it physically. Let's see here the next word, artistically. Can I read it artistically? No, I will read it artistically. So I will delete letter A. I will get rid of it. And the next word is musically. Can I read it musically? No, I will not read it musically. Why? Because here A is a silent letter. I will not read it. I will see it, but it doesn't have a sound. So I will not read it. It is a silent letter. So here it will be musically. And here, how can I read this word? I will read it as critically. Critically. I will not read it critically. Critically, no, I will read it critically. Why? Because here A is a silent letter. And the last word is logically. Logically. I cannot read it logically. No, I will read it logically. Why? Because here I cut letter A from the word. I will get rid of letter A. Why? Because it comes before LLY. So here, if I see letter A comes before LLY, so it will be a silent letter. It will not be pronounced. I will see it in the word, but I will not read it. Why? Because it doesn't have a sound in these words. So let's read the words again with silent A. Physically, artistically, musically, critically, and logically. Let's see letter B. There is a rule to remember with letter B. It's always silent letter when it follows the letter M. But we can read letter B in many words, as in bat, here, as in bat, as in brush, as in bake. So I can read letter B. It is not a silent letter. But when I see letter B comes after letter M, so I will not read letter B. It will be a silent letter. And if it comes before letter T, so it will be a silent letter. So if you see letter B comes after letter M, so it will not be pronounced. It will not be read. So as in the word climb, I will not here read letter B. It will be a silent letter. Come, it will be a silent letter. Crumbs, it will be a silent letter. Numbs, numb, it will be a silent letter. Thumb, it will be a silent letter. So here, if you see letter B comes after letter M, so it will not be pronounced, as in the word Tom. So here P comes after letter M, so I will not pronounce the letter P. It will be a silent letter. And if letter B comes before letter T, so it will be a silent letter. I will not read letter T, as in the word debt. It comes before letter T. It comes before letter T. So when it comes before letter T, it will be a silent letter. It will be silent B. Debt. And here, doubt. Again, silent letter. Why? Because it comes before letter T. It will be doubt. And here, subtle. I will not read letter B. Why? Because it comes before letter T. So let's read the words again. Climb, come, crumbs, debt, doubt, numb, subtle, thumb, and Tom. Again, I have here letter B. I can read it in all words, but in some cases I will read letter B as a silent letter. When it comes after letter M, I will not read letter B. It will be a silent letter. And if it comes before letter T, it will be a silent letter. Again, let's read the words again and try to repeat after me. Climb, come, crumbs, debt, doubt, numb, subtle, thumb, and Tom. And of course, we know how annoying the silent letters are. They are very tricky letters and they make the words very tricky. But we should learn them carefully to know how to read the tricky words correctly. Now I have silent C. Letter C can be read in many words as K or soft C as in S. But in some cases, we cannot read it at all. It will be a silent letter. So here I can read letter C as hard C, cat, k, at, cat, or cup, k, up. Or I can read here letter C as soft C. Do you remember, my dear students, when I have letter C, which is followed by letter E, or letter I, or letter Y, so I will read it as S. Do you remember this rule? Yes, here I have city, I have cell, and I have cycle. Why? Because here letter C is followed by letter I. So I will read it S, city. And here letter C is followed by letter E. So I will read it cell. And here letter C is followed by letter Y. So I will read it S as in cycle. So all these words I can read letter C as in hard C, as in cat and cup, or soft C as in city, cell, and cycle. But pay attention, letter C can be a silent letter. I can cut letter C from the word when it will be a silent letter if it comes after letter S. If letter C comes after letter S, so I will not read letter C. So here, let's read all these words with silent C. Number 1, abscess. Abscess. Here I will not read letter C. I will cut it. I will get rid of it. I will read it abscess. Next, science. I will not read here letter C as it is a silent letter. Why? Because it comes after letter S. It comes after letter S. So when letter C comes after letter S, I will not read it. It will be a silent letter. So here it will be crescent. So here I have silent C. Silent C. I will not read letter C. Very good. And next I have here descend. Descend. So here I will not read letter C. And this word is fascinate. Fascinate. I will not read letter C. Why? Because it comes after letter S. And here I have ascent. Ascent. So here I will not read letter C because it is a silent letter. And here conscious. Conscious. I will not again read letter C because it comes after letter S. Discipline. 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 So here I will not read letter C because it comes after letter S. Scissors. Scissors. I will not again read letter C because it comes after letter S. Ascend. Ascend. So here I will not read letter C because it comes after letter S. Muscle. Muscle. Again I will cut letter C. And what about this word? Fluorescent. Fluorescent. So here again I will cut letter C. I will get rid of it and I will read the word without letter C. Fluorescent. And this word is conscience. Conscience. Again, I will not read letter C here. I will get rid of it and I will read the word without letter C, conscience. And here the word discipline. Discipline, again without letter C. So let's read all the words again with silent letter C. Silent letter C. Let's read them together and try to repeat after me, my dear students. Abscess, science, crescent, descend, fascinate, ascent, conscious, discipline, scissors, ascend, muscle, fluorescent, conscience, and discipline. Again, my dear students, we have here letter D, which can be silent as well. Of course, we can read letter D in many words, as in dust, as in hand, as in band. So here we can read letter D. Here we can read a letter D, and here we can read letter D. But in some words, we can't read letter D. It can be silent letter. As in the word Wednesday. Wednesday, I cannot read it Wednesday. No, I will read it Wednesday. Wednesday. And the word handsome, I cannot read it handsome. No, it will be handsome. So here we will cut letter D because it is a silent letter in this word. So it will be handsome. And again, I have the word sandwich. I cannot read it sandwich. No, I will not read it sandwich, but I will read it sandwich. So here, letter D is a silent letter in this word. So let's read the words with silent letter D. Again, Wednesday, handsome, and sandwich. So here, let's read them again and try to repeat after me. Wednesday, Wednesday, handsome, handsome, and sandwich, sandwich. So D, letter D, is a silent letter in these words. Let's see letter E. It is the magic E. Letter E can be silent at the end of the word, but we can read letter E in many words. We can read letter E in net, get, met, and hen. So here I can read letter E. But in these words, I will not read letter E. Why? Because it comes at the end of words having long vowel. So here, letter E can be silent at the end of the word, but that letter, although it is a silent letter, it can affect the pronunciation of the vowel sound before it. It makes it longer. So here, for example, do you remember, my dear students, the word hop? It will be hop, short O. But when I have letter E, which comes after letter O, so it makes it longer. It makes it long O. So I will read it hope, hope. As in here, tape. I have here the word tap, so it is short A. But when letter E comes at the end of this word and it comes after letter A, so it will be long A. So here it makes the word longer and it makes the sound longer. So here I will say tape, Can I read letter E? No, I will not read letter E. So letter E is a silent letter, but it affects the pronunciation of the word. So it makes the vowel longer. It makes the vowel longer. So let's read the words with silent E. Lem. Here I have lem or lime. Lime. Very good. I will not read letter E, but I will read it as lime. Why? Because here letter E makes the letter I is a long vowel. So here it will be lime. And here I have slime. If I don't have letter E, I will read it slim, as in just like this word, slim. But when I have letter E, it will be silent letter, and at the same time it affects the pronunciation of the word, so it makes the vowel longer. So it will be slime. And here dime. And here take. I will not read silent E, but it makes A longer. Shake. I will not pronounce letter E, silent E, but it makes letter A longer. Rake. I will not pronounce letter E, but it makes the vowel longer. The letter here is a long A. Cape. Here again silent E, but it makes A longer. Tape. I have here, I will not read letter E, but it makes letter A longer, or the vowel is longer. Code. Code. I will not read letter E, but it makes O longer. It makes it long O. Cute. Do you remember, my dear students, long U? U, which is followed by letter E? Very good. So here I will not read letter E, but it makes letter U longer, so I will read it cute. And here I have globe. I will not read letter E, but it makes the vowel O is longer. Hope. Again, I will not read letter E, but it makes the vowel O longer than before. So here, let's read all the words without these signs and try to read them with silent E. Yes, lime, slime, dime, take, shake, rake, cape, tape, code, cute, globe, hope. We are still with silent E. Here I have silent E in these verbs in the past. They are regular verbs in the past. So when I change my verb into past form, so I will put ed. So here I will have ed in the verb, but I will not pronounce letter E. I will not pronounce letter E. Why? Because it is here a silent E. So it will be played, liked, cried, stopped. I will not read letter E. But if the verb ends with letter T or letter D, so I will pronounce it ed. I will pronounce letter E, as in visit, visited. So I pronounce letter E. But here I will pronounce letter E? No, I'm not going to pronounce letter E. It will be silent letter, silent letter. So here it will be lived or uprived. So again, my dear students, we have silent letter E, which makes the vowels longer. And again, in the regular past form, I will put ed, and then I will not pronounce letter E in the regular past form. Why? Because here it is a silent letter. But if the verb ends with T or D, so I will pronounce letter E. It will not be a silent letter. Hope you enjoyed and get the benefit of knowing some silent letters, or some letters which can be silent in some cases, in some words. Study them very well